What's up, future fighters? We are back. We are working on the game today. Very exciting stuff. We're going to do some AI testing. We are going to look at the IET momentum fighting method, my real life fighting method that I've put in the game. We are going to look at possibly randomizing some choices for the AI. Humanization. What else are we going to do? I don't know. Let's find out. Glad you're here, though. I'm glad you're here. And what we've got up on screen here, the game's in alpha stage at this point, which is great. It's very exciting. And this is the website, actually. We'll get to that later. But let's jump into the game. And what are we doing here? I'm going to show you. We are going to be testing this code. This is AI code. What we're going to be testing is if one of these moves categories. Wait, are these categories? No, one of these moves. These are individual moves. Are chosen by the AI. Does he automatically loop with them? And he should. If he doesn't, then we've made a mistake somewhere. If he does, we win. And I like winning, so so what you're going to see is the game's not going to start like it normally does. You're going to see a message pop up here immediately when the game actually loads, and this message is going to tell us what the AI is thinking, actually. So this is the script that the AI is in, and then this is his evaluation of himself and the situation, and then what he's going to do. That's basically how the messages are set up. So in this case, his integrity ratio is negative. His threat assessment, there are no threats present, so the threat assessment is negative, so he's going to attack us. Now, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to let him come and attack. I'm going to get a little closer to him, and that way because he likes to knock us backwards for obvious reason, right? We want to get us set up for a sky drop. So, because he's smart, and just to stay on screen a little bit more, script choose move. Okay, so he's going to choose moves, and then he's going to go. So his link is positive, so his link meter is positive. In other words, he has reserve and excess, and so that checks out. So yes, continue attacking. Now this is where he goes in strike control. So he's choosing his move. He is at strike number 0, so he can do a full application of the IET fighting method. Initiate, execute, transition. He's chosen a transition type of 2, which is fine. It won't help us with our looping test because we need a transition. At this point, the way we've set it up is we need a transition type of a 0 or a 3. But that's okay. He's chosen this particular index of the move that he's selected, and he's not going to follow through the last move that has to do with torque. You can apply torque in the game like you can in real life and increase damage. You can apply momentum in the game just like in real life, so you can increase damage. So that's all built into the code, but he's not going to use it this time. He's chosen not to, and the integrity ratio is still low, so that's still good. So good. So here he comes, and so he has decided to execute the combo, and he's chosen a particular move file. Good combo. So you can see why he wouldn't want to link into another combo at this point, because he's very far away from us, and so that's really not going to and he's all the way over here. So that's really not going to serve him very well to um, to start punching and kicking back there, right? So he ends combo and he chooses non-strike move number one, -1 to kick back to the script AI for situational analysis. So basically, he got here. When he got to end combo, this is what the script is. So AI is obviously on. It's none of these current move indexes. Sorry, I just thought of something. You know what? I don't have to put the individual indexes here if I'm going to do it by case type. What I could do is just create a case category and put, if transition type 0 go here, transition type 3 go here. I like that. I like that. That way I don't always have to apply individual moves here. All right, we're going to write that down here real quick. This is my list for today. So not necessary if you make transition type into a variable rather than just a message annotation, which it is now. So we'll put that on the shelf for later, since we don't want to lose focus here. We want to keep testing this. So it's none of those moves. He's back to script AI for situational analysis. I'm going to get a little closer again just to stay on the screen a little bit more. Oops, forgot. Sorry. You got to keep this window in focus so GameMaker posts a message over the window. I've got 3 monitors, so it'll go wherever my last window focus was. That's how they programmed it at Yo-Yo Games. Is it Opera now? What do you call them? I don't know. Whatever. So, well, no, this is GameMaker 1.4, so it was definitely Yo-Yo Games. So, script, non-strike move, IET preset -1, which we know that because we just came from a script. Strike number 0. Follow through, integrity ratio high. So, he's in non-strike move. Okay. So that's going to kick him back to script AI. So this is just a new script. And I haven't been really running it very much in this manner with the messages. And this is really just to reset well, that's not true, because there's other non-strike moves you can put through here. So, I don't know what this IET preset is. I'm going to export all of the AI scripts real quick. Take a look at that. I don't know if that was something that was used previously. Well, this window is interesting, isn't it? Let's get that out of the way a little bit. Oh, man. Yes. So I've used that here. What is up with my colors? Did you notice that? It thinks this is an HTML file. Oh, yeah, I probably installed a new version. Maybe I may have done that. That is so funny. It thinks this is an HTML file. Well, let's This is I mean, I'm in PS Pad, and for now, what we're going to do is we're going to continue to let it think it's an HTML file rather than set up a new highlighter for it. We're just going to brighten this up a little bit so we can actually read it. Anyway, that's kind of funny. So IET preset is here. We'll set up the highlighters later, the highlighter colors later for GML. IET preset is here. And those are the only two places that I've talked about it. And it looks like in this case I've commented it all out. And that is, where is that? Choose move. Yeah. Yeah, that, because that's where this came from. That's where, see, this all came from here. We don't use this anymore. So that this language is outdated. This is going to be, it's going to be the actual index. Let's see how I talk about that in other areas in the messages. Strike number. Yeah, you just say it. But in this particular case, it's going to be non-strike index. Your strike number, it's a non-strike move, so this variable, there's no reason to display this. It's good stuff, guys. Okay. Whoop, went too far. Strike number. Let's take that. So, sorry, I'm having a little trouble seeing. Let's just get this lined up. So, plus this. So we just need a plus. So we take strike number out. We don't need to know what strike number is because it's not a strike move. Make sure I did that right. Yeah. Follow through last input. Okay. Follow through is important because it gets reset. You can see there. So we want to keep that message in there. And integrity ratio, that does definitely control things, but not with a non-strike move. It doesn't control anything with a non-strike move. So what we'll do is we'll just get rid of that part of the message as well. And I've done something wrong. Follow through last input. So, I probably, yeah. Okay. So, and you can see I just put everything on one line. This if statement on one line. You could break it up. You know what I mean? However you indent. You could break something like this up so it looks like that, but I'm just saving space for me. This is just the way I like to know my messages. It's the way I identify messages, AI messages in the code. And when I see an if statement on one line, I know there's a message there. There's an AI message there. If you like tips like this and you like seeing the way I kind of approach coding and AI, why don't you go to docbrockgames.com and click subscribe here, and then click on alpha and check out the alpha version of the game. Read a little bit about it, the features, which are here, the 2 characters that are in it. Click through some screenshots that of the game, and most importantly, put your email address in here, and I'll notify you when the game comes out. Then come back to YouTube and we'll make more game. I'll see you then.